Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to the second part of the video where we are discovering when it all began, the awareness of our mental illness, mental health issues, problems, however you want to word it. I am Sunshine-ANDIE, and I am just one voice, and I have my own personal journey that I want to share with you and share some of the steps and tools that I took in order to get my mind healthy, to have a peaceful and understanding of choosing, to want to fix this part of me to be able to be the best version of myself. And it all starts with your thought process and your subconscious and how we rewire. We can change it. We can rewire ourselves to be better, to think better, not to fear about what is going to happen next. The sense of anxiety and worry is something that can be controlled, but it's not medication alone for some people. It's not medication at all for some people. It's simple steps, tools, resources, and being consistent about doing the steps and sticking with the program. That's the biggest issue. Sticking with it, doing it every single day, journaling, writing down when it started. And then once you know when it started, you need to write down 4 different emotions that made you feel. So let me give you just a metaphor, an example, okay? And I choose childhood because that's the majority of us. Something happened in our childhood. Trauma happened and it fucked us up in the head, to be honest with you. That's about as raw as it gets. The metaphor that I'm going to use. I am a young child. I am the age of 9 years old. And I have an older brother. And that older brother is watching me every afternoon after school. So when I get off from the school bus, that brother is already home from work because he's already out of school. He already finished school. So I'm 9 years old. My single mother works 2 jobs, so my brother takes care of me. When I get home, there's a smell in the house, and it smells of weed. Remember, this is just a metaphor, not against, people that smoke weed. I think it's healthy. I think it's good for you naturally if you have anxiety to do that. But unfortunately, if you live in Texas, it's illegal. But hopefully our state will, pass the laws to have it be legal and, because there are good benefits for, having that, as a resource to go to. It's natural. It's from the earth. The Indians, they've been doing it, smoking things and herbs and incense and marijuana is something that, it will, help with coping. And this is just my personal opinion. You may have a different opinion, okay? But this is a natural form from the earth that is more natural and can help with coping with mental health over, and it doesn't have the side effects that modern Western medicine does. It's better for you. My own personal opinion. Okay. I personally don't smoke weed, and I'll tell you why. Because it does the opposite effect. When I did try it in my younger years, it would make me paranoid and want to eat the entire fridge. So, yes, it makes a lot of people hungry and want to eat, but I was OCD, and the last thing I wanted to be was fat. So it was one of those where I had to never do it because then it would change the way I looked. And my looks were very important to me. So I never did it. Getting back on track, because we got off topic, and that's completely my fault because I am a bit of a rattler. I rattle on and on and on. I'm not an expert. I don't know, when to stop sometimes with the talking. So you either can shut me off, go to a different page, or you can let me get through this. We were talking about, I was just giving you an analogy, 9 years old. I have an older brother. Okay. He's old enough. Let's say, he's 19. Okay. So he's 10 years older. Mom works 2 jobs. She works nights, and she doesn't get home until 2 a.m. Older brother knows this. He is nice to me. He makes me macaroni and cheese, for dinner, things that I like. He'll read a story with me. He's very, he's very kind to me. And he's very funny, and he plays with me, and he wrestles with me, and he tickles me. And one day the tickling got too far, down around my legs, and it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel like that was not a spot, of course, to be tickled. Then it happened again, and it was where he physically, touched me in between my legs, and I jumped and pulled back and asked him why he did that. And his answer was, "Oh, I was just messing around. We were just playing. It's, it's okay." And then for a week, he goes back into being kind and reading a story with me and discovering, different things, teaching me things, about history and, what was going on in the world and politics and, talking about family. And I'm this 9-year-old girl who only has him as a sibling and a mom because my dad was never around. Okay. And if I'm relating to you in any way and you want to reach out to me with a question or a comment or email me and tell me your story, I would love to hear it. It's always confidential. I don't use people's names. I don't drop names, that kind of thing. The only name I use is my own or my dog. and just for privacy reasons. So getting back to that, now he is at a stage where he is manipulating me mentally. And he is, of course, I'm 9 years old, so I don't even know what the word manipulation means, but that's the behaviors he's doing. He's manipulating me, and he is becoming a predator. And he is my own physical blood. He is my older brother who's 19. And he's had girls over to have sex with and do things with. And the girls would come and go. And he would smoke weed. And he would have friends over. And I would always have to watch all of this. And then one day, after the very first time he touched me, I was very scared of him because it made me feel uncomfortable, and it made me feel like that was wrong. But at the time, dogs are barking, so I just always like check. Just trying to listen because I know Emmy's bark. Now I have to take a pause and go check on, because it's night out and she's going nuts. So I'm going to take a pause real quick, and I will be right back.